Alright, where's the party? Hi, Akai, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I can hear you just fine.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Got everything. I was able to make it in time. So.
That's good.
But yeah, quite a busy morning, but I'm okay. Just a little bedhead on my presentation, but that's pretty normal on my Sunday streams. So, yeah. Anyhow, the interface is a little tricky when I had to find the option manually on where the party was and all that. So that was a little tricky.
Yeah, it is a little awkward to find it. I didn't know if I actually connected correctly on this or not.
Yeah, it's like you did the right thing, but I had to manually go to your profile or find you on my list and then kind of pop out the options to say, yeah, join the chat in the party, and it's kind of like, all right, I guess Sony doesn't really know how to really make it really clear to you. It's all good. All right. Anyways, it's a really nice middle of May morning. So
Okay.
let's see here. Right now, doing all the creator stuff, making sure that Twitch knows what game I'm actually playing because Virtua Fighter still sends a signal out that it's playing demos and games. So let's see. I do think that's a Sega thing, right? That's something that Sega has to kind of fix on their own if they want it fixed.
I'm sorry, a benefit for what?
Like when you stream like Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, how you have to manually change the game on Twitch to say that you're not in games and demos, but you're actually in Virtua Fighter.
Okay.
I feel like that's something that's Sega's duty to fix, I think.
I see.
Alright, let's see here.
Alright, I think Billy's trying to get his connection fixed.
Okay, let's see how our connection is. Let's see. I do tend to have a difficult connection with Billy Hatcher. I like them. I like playing them. But yeah. But I definitely... it's definitely been a mixed bag between them and myself on the connection. This is looking pretty good.
Yeah,
nice evade. Very nice. A little hiccup there. Okay, there's some lag spikes in this round. Previous round was really good.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my connection's bad.
Nice.
You tried the wall attack?
Yeah, always. I was going to see if you're going to go try to punish that.
Yeah, GG's.
Very good game. It was a good connection test. We had a good first round, a rough second round, spotty third round. It was good though. It's a good test.
Okay.
Ooh, who is JPHD? I'm not familiar with them.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be True Godfist, but
Oh man,
I'm
just
not
True
sure.
Godfist. That's like the scariest third Q ever. This new guy. All right, let's see how they go. Let's test this connection out. All right, they know what they're doing. Good. This does look like True Godfist. Alright, this does play like True Godfist. So. Nice. That's so good.
Hey, welcome, Big Willie. Since we are now 4 people, I'm going to start the timer.
Connection's been mixed. I did reset my router this morning, so.
So thanks for the follow, Nunchaku. Hey, thank you for joining Jake Chun. I think it's the first time
awesome.
Jake Chun came to participate.
I'm so happy Jake is here.
So we got 6 people. Just let them know the league will begin in after 5 matches. So welcome back, Billy. It's a wet connection right now. Hopefully it'll improve. I'm not sure how to fix these things.
This is not a third Q. Wait, pressure. Good to see you, Kobe. Yeah, Kobe knows that this is not a third Q. Man, I love the side turn comboing. So his shoulder float I'm gonna have to learn, which is fun. It's like stagger break and then probably evade or attack kind of thing against him. So it's kind of fun. It's a fun shoulder flow chart that he's got. He's got a very attacking flow chart, but he likes to mix in the guard break, so you feel very compelled to evade or attack like right away. So it's a lot of fun fighting True Godfist Akira. I haven't fought in a while. I like it.
Well, I'm not sure if that's actually True Godfist or not, but he's a strong player.
It plays a lot like True Godfist, so I'll assume until they say otherwise. So, no, it's good. Yeah, no, JPHD is nice. I like their Akira, and nice flow chart. Again, really compels you to. I mean, if the connection is good, the thing I like to do against that style of Akira is actually like show them that I'll have a read on the guard break and just like let them hit me with the guard break and attack them. So.
Thanks for joining, Ice Wizard. So, for those wasn't here last stream, me and Chanchai is trying to do a little bit more like BF discussions and talks in between leagues and everything. So,
yeah.
But first, do you have anything you want to talk about, Chanchai?
Topically, I'll leave that one open because I like to talk about anything. But I am really happy to see Jake Jung here. Like Jake Jung, is this the first time he's been in the league?
First time he's participated in this league, yes.
Okay, awesome. Because, yeah, Jake Jung is usually busy on the weekends. He's a family man, just like me. But he's an awesome player. His history is that he was very competitive in Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution in Korea.
Okay.
But he lives in the U.S. He's been working in the U.S. for many years now. Currently resides in Washington State, and I the reason I know him is because of the Korean player Metal Butter.
Okay.
He asked me to. He had finally convinced Jake to play Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown when Ultimate Showdown came out, and Jake wasn't sure if he could enjoy the game online or not, and he didn't play Vanilla or Final Showdown, so
Okay.
so he just learned Ultimate Showdown last summer, at the end of last summer, and he's doing awesome. He's playing the style that he's played for, and everybody's telling me like that he's giving them a hard time now. So he's very patient and observant, similar to you. That said, he's learned how to be kind of very aggressive with it. Lao is a tough character because it's a lot of Lao's strength is whiff punishing, which is not like the best skill in Ultimate Showdown, though it rewards you at high level when you start knowing what to anticipate. But that's why he's got a very he watches what his opponent does and he counters their choices. So he's a very read heavy kind of player, even though he's playing a very patient type of style. But you're gonna see him try to maximize the use of the basics.
Well, hey Street Fighter SF Punker, thanks for joining.
But yeah, so that's all I can say about that's what I can say about Jake. But I'm so happy to see them here this morning. Looking at this group, we've got an awesome group. Punker is always, I really like fighting there, Sean. Billy Hatcher's in here. Ice Wizard, man, that is a player that excites me on the new generation too. Ice Wizard, the way that Ice Wizard forces themselves to play to get better is an approach that reminds me of some of the Taiwanese players that I watched back in when Final Showdown came out, like when GamerB was trying to learn Final Showdown, which is he just plays really aggressive in your face and forces himself to commit to options, but he tries to really push his skills in that he won't give himself time to really think about it, but he will force himself to adapt and adjust. And because of that, even though he's a guy who's been playing less than a year, the pressure that he can put out is really strong. Veterans might have certain things that will stop him, but to me, his potential is really strong. So, and he's already giving hard time to a lot of people as long as he knows the character or the matchup. So, yeah. So I'm excited to see where Ice Wizard's game goes. Though for some veterans, they might see it as mindlessly spamming up close, right? But I really see some a there, So I'm very optimistic about his competitive future. And I actually think he's already competitive now, to be honest. Alright, this is gonna be fun. You guys get to watch Jake Jung blow me up because Jake Jung knows me very well. So if I'm not adapting, Jake Jung's gonna blow me up. If I'm not being careful about my choices.
See, Billy started playing also with VF5 US.
Oh, how is Washington State and Oregon is this possible?
The VF guards are very nice today.
Yeah. We just got the Pacific Northwest. Right now we have the Pacific Northwest absorbed, and yet I think we're playing on the same server. If the Google relay station theory is true, then I think we're playing on Bend, Oregon. So.
I had this issue with against Paul, so.
Oh really? So St. Louis versus St. Louis.
Yeah.
You prefer St. Louis or St. Louis? Because I think get that wrong.
St. Louis.
Okay, St. Louis versus St. Louis.
And it's confirmed. JPHD11 is Godfist.
It is okay. It plays a lot like True Godfist. I'm like, when you said that, and then I played them, I'm like, yeah, it's got to be True Godfist. They have a signature way of playing. Oh, I had the right read too. Nice. Alright, we're adjusting to the lag, but it's good stuff. He made a good adjustment.
This is a casual league.
It is, no, we're
online has issues. But hopefully most of us will have decent connection, so that it's enjoyable at least.
Oh, we totally enjoy it. Oh my god. Come on. I might have to switch to standard size ball top. I'm using like or bat top. I'm using like a medium size, and it's good, but I'm not. My hands are not used to this yet. There you go. See, he waited for that. That was really good. And that's a perfect punish. He blocked, did the frame punish, which is that one, and yep, it's a really good punish. Good stuff. Love fighting his Lao.
One more match, and then we will officially start the league. So any last minute people who want to join, password is 0522. So yeah, so after this first league's over, me and Chanchai will talk a little bit about the advantages and disadvantages of the different type of tournament formats.
It's a very fun topic, and there are a lot of tournament formats. But we'll talk about the ones that you bring up, which are probably all the ones that have been used in Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, and what we have, others have done like there's like Haya's Cholo events. I think it's there's some neat stuff of his events that he runs. Remind me of the old days of arcades.
Yeah, well, there's lots of good tournament formats, and you know, whether we're talking about the extreme or like the classic, you know, cultures that don't mind luck and don't mind like the luck factor are okay with like single elimination and random seeding, right? So, Americans don't fly with it though. So, it's like,
but
we'll talk about that later.
Let's see what else. Well, next week we should have the Challenge Cup playoffs. I mean qualifiers. So
very exciting.
Good to watch. What else is there happening? Well, I got to play on a local offline tournament on yesterday. That was fun. Met some more people in St. Louis.
And next week is also Combo Breaker, right? So
yes, Combo Breaker.
That's going to be very exciting. Now, VF is a community tournament, so don't expect a stream, but expect probably a recording and an upload. We hope. So if a stream happens, though, that would be amazing. Also, really quick, as we end this, with the Challenge Cup, oftentimes Chidosha will do a watch party of the Challenge Cup. I don't know if he's going to do it next week, but I'll bug him and we'll see. All right.
All right, I'm going to start the league now. Everyone, good luck.
Everyone, good luck. I'm going to try to mute my mic in time here. All right. All right, we're in the league. This is the first league right now. Akai should not be able to hear what I'm saying, and that's okay. I'm not talking behind his back. Just don't want to interrupt his playing. So, JPHD, this is going to be a tough match because his Akira is very got an aggressive flowchart, and he beat me up in practice. Awesome. That was an awesome read. I love his reads. All right. Okay, need to learn the options for that. Uppercut did not work. Alright, my default options are not good. This is good trading against this flowchart. I will beat the True God Fist flowchart. Not today, I guess. L for that. Okay. Hey, Tricky, good to see you. Tricky, it's True Godfist. That was awesome. That was awesome. True God Fist. So true as in true or false, God as in God, and fist. True God Fist. They're a decent player. They have a heavy flowchart though, so as you can tell, they've got a very guard breaker attack flowchart. That was an awesome match though. So I had a lot of fun, and yeah, it's good stuff. But I will beat that flowchart. They've got a good game. They made good reads there. A good thing about strong flowcharts you should never underrate. They are good setups to establish very particular reading points, and so that's how they work. You gotta be careful of where your opponent's actually trying to set up the read on their flowchart. All right, Big Willie, here we go. And I heard you're also from St. Louis, so awesome. Very nice. Absolutely, Kobe. Thank you very much for the match, Big Willie. And yeah, Kobe. I will get used to it. I really like having to fight Akira like True God Fist Akira. True God Fist Akira is forcing me to make decisions like more immediate. I've gone on record as saying that Akira is one of the matchups that I'm so glad I get more experience with now. But the pacing of that aggressive options and flowcharts and then the reads around it, I'm glad that True God Fist is there playing the Akira online like that, because I need a lot of experience against that. It's a lot of fun. The shoulder ram is a really good move because it slides under highs for sure, of course, but it also slides under like a lot of mids, and so he flat out using a shoulder beat a lot of the options I like to do, and so it's forcing me to have to rethink, but it's hard for me to come up with a solution while I'm losing. If I'm winning, of course I can come up with a solution for it, but right now I have to think really hard about what situation, because it's actually beating Leon's like back turn kick, which is a really fast high kick. That makes sense that it would be the high attack, because shoulder rams are basically mid attacks that have super crouch properties too. That makes them almost like a low in a way. It's kind of like an EX low, but better. So yeah. Hey Kyle, it's awesome to see you. Hope you've been doing well, Kyle. Also, I hope you've been having an awesome time with what is the we'll talk in a second. Nice forward throw right off the bat. Anyways, I hope you've been having a good time with Smite. And thank you for all that you did do with Virtua Fighter art. I'm grateful for it. I'm not. I'm okay when you're focusing on other games or not VF anymore, but I'm happy that you're here and watching and supporting. Hey Shadosha, good to see you. I gave you a shout out earlier because I said that, but you'll probably be busy at Combo Breaker. But I said if there's a chance Shadosha will do a watch party for Challenge Cup, but I doubt it for this time, but I wish. Good game, Punker. God, what do I got? Phone calls. Watch party, awesome. Sad that you're not at Combo Breaker, but I hope you can go to CEO. That said, though, I'm happy to hear that there'll be a Challenge Cup watch party. So I got to make sure to tell everybody that there's going to be a watch party because those are a lot of fun. It's a fun way to do community VF, and the people that are in there, like DK Jackie or PK Braun and Shadosha, like have good points to make about each player that's actually playing. Like it's good VF TV. So. It's good, not to compare it with the VFTV in the game. It's good Virtua Fighter television. So I'm excited to watch Challenge Cup next Saturday with Shadosha and company. I'm glad, Kyle. I'm glad that you are lurking, and I understand missing playing VF. Again, I hope that Smite's going really well. Smite is a very cool game. It's the last like third person MOBA standing, but it's like the original one basically, or the first one that was really good. And but Paragon was awesome, and I know some people are gonna go on and on about that, but Smite is really good. Oh really? Well, thank you very much. I hope that conversation went well. You probably told him about how I was fanboying GT over at Sega Cup 2013. So because I was so happy to finally meet him, and Wave Russia Kobe called it out. It's just like, dude, you're like such a fanboy. So basically point out that I was geeking out on GT. So even though we were with Fudo and we were with Idazan, and I'm geeking out over GT. So. Man, this connection will be rough. Well, maybe you didn't, but I interpreted it that way. I would, and I love how I evade when he decides to low throw. So good thing about, so when you know your opponent wants to low throw you, evade is, the reason ECD is the inverse, is the opposite mix-up of fuzzy guard, is because if they decide to low throw you, like, you're gonna instantly stand up when you do evade. Good punish. Good. So we are dealing with lag, but I love the way Ice Wizard plays. Like, it's a full commitment style. This is how you need to play when you're fighting in lag. And I know, you know, like, sometimes you just gotta play like what you got, and if it's online, it's online. Yep, always do the back throw. Dude, you did a lot for VF. Don't feel bad. You helped. You helped VF. It's all additive. It's not subtractive. It's only subtractive when you're a jerk about it, you know? And you were not. And you were like, you felt bad about it, but no, it's like you've got your goals. And if you're an artist, you got to do what an artist does. You know? And that means you got to follow where like your vision or your heart is pushing you, right? The only time you really got to worry about the audience is if you're really flat out a designer, you know? So that's the difference between design and art. But also, it's not like, you know, like, then you got to go where the audience is, and probably it's Smite. So that's a designer's choice, right? So yeah, you're good. Man, the stutters. Oh my god, he did the right thing, but if he had to hop forward. So because he hopped straight up, that's the only reason he lost that round. Man, this connection is interesting. I'm gonna rotate my arcade stick. I feel like that's the problem. I'm missing like diagonal down back. Does not. Okay, he needs to roll forward, roll up or down. Ah, I couldn't get it. Sorry for the lag, Judah. Always fun to fight you though, and I think Judah Maccabeus the one that's King of Carnage? Anyways, wonderful to fight you, my friend. So I don't know Fats and Wolfie. Hey, Quincy Pones, good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome here. Good to see you, man. I should check out how Smite does its presentation nowadays, you know. I always feel like MOBAs could do a better job of communicating to a mass audience, like power spikes, and you can do that in a number of ways. You could do it blatantly, where you make the character that's like on a power spike glow, which would not really be the best competitive, but you could. It would change. It would guide the way people play a little too much. But you could also just do that on the review, on the replay, and on the broadcast. So it's only shown up to the audience, right? You could also really make it clear like when a budget's being efficiently used for a build. So you got like build over dollars basically. I think you could use a metric like that and be like, oh my gosh, the team has hit it off and their carry is now ridiculous, or you know, or this assassin is primed to kill everybody on the map, you know, stuff like that. Like, okay, this is a real gank threat. I think you can make those visually comprehensible to a mass audience, and I think that's what MOBAs could do better. That lag, he's gonna complain about the lag so bad. Very classic old school VF flowchart. 2 jabs and a throw. 2 jabs in the mid too after that. That's like the VF 1 to 3. Yeah, this is the first. You should absolutely join. These are fun. These are all fun. Sorry for the lag. I'm gonna go apologize to him on it because I know he's gonna hate how that lag was. It messes up someone that plays the way Jake does. The not so much the lag, but the spiking really would mess up the way that they play. It's frustrating. So. But I love the way that they play, and normally online it works great too, and it's awesome offline. I did play Jake Jung offline, and we had a blast. That was a month ago, during my wife's birthday. So, yeah. Man, Facebook's loading so slow, I can't even get onto Messenger. Yeah. If you do put out the Jackie content, I'm definitely, putting it up on my Apple Watch and putting it up on stuff. Like I really love the work you do, but again, do you? But also, thanks for lurking VF. Thanks for still keeping VF in your heart, man. Like I really liked fighting you and VF too. You're a lot stronger than I expected, and it was great. I didn't have low expectations, but you surpassed whatever expectation I had when I fought you, and I was like, oh damn, this guy's actually like legit. so I hope we get to spar soon. Even though I almost never have time to spar anyone right now. My last VF stream itself was last week this was the Akai League, and then but between that, everybody has seen that I made videos. Like last night, I made a video about very easy, simple reads that you can do, just simple situations to do reads. So VF is a game like that, though. So VF is, it can be very tilting, but because VF is so read heavy, there is like, it's hard to get consistent results. But you fix the consistency by playing a lot and learning so many situations that you didn't even know were there, and then you get used to dealing with them. So like that timing where I do the low there, right? because I know like it's like, okay, I'm gonna do it when I think he wants to stand back up. You know, like, and it's that tactic, the delay low attack, is more specific for people that are hesitant to attack back. It's not really something you do against somebody that's going to attack the moment they block something. But if you feel like your opponent is somebody that's just blocking and waiting for something, that low can be it. But delaying it's usually good because a lot of times they're ready to block it if you did it right away. And then you kind of so just from my experience, it tends to work in that situation a lot. So that's why you see me sometimes do that delay low attack. And the really strong opponents catch on to it, so they actually are like, okay, Chanchai's going to go for delay low. And the thing about Leon's delay low is if you can evade him, he's screwed. If you block him, he's usually screwed. If you crush him, he can be very screwed. So you have a lot of answers for it. But it's one where Jake Jung definitely anticipates it. He realized that's what I'm doing, is I do a delay low against people that like to defend the way he does. That are like really just trying to snap at something, you know? But sometimes they're not super like fast on the snapping back. They're so they're just sometimes just not comfortable blocking my Leon, and so I add to that discomfort by trying to low attack them when they feel comfortable standing back up and guarding. So that's why you'll see it in a lot of the matches I've played today. It's already been done so much, and so that is a tactic I'm doing against people that are slow. That are, it's not that they're slow themselves, but they're slowly using their advantage. They're not always using their advantage, and they're kind of slowly picking a moment in neutral when they're finally ready. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of players like that. You can't blame them if you lose to that. That's on you if you lost to it. I just happen to have found a few ways to deal with it, and that's one of them. Another way is to use slow attacks. Sometimes, I mean, slow attacks are actually really good when your opponent is using a lot of spacing and just not like, they're just not oppressing you with the frames. But when you fight, but the higher up you go, the less you deal with that. So you have to understand that becomes less of an option at certain times. And then, so slow attacks do still have a role. Slow attacks will work against certain options like defenses, because it'll subvert them, right? You watch Chimajan, and if he's like, you watch to see if he's doing fuzzy guard attack, then a slow attack is going to work the moment that he does a fuzzy guard attack. But you have to be ready to stop doing it because he's going to adjust really quickly. So you just take that one moment and use it, and then go on to the next phase of the game where the reads are a little different. But when you're fighting people far below that skill level, the reads can last a little longer, so you can be more stubborn with your reads too. So it's all up, it's all based on the opponent, and that's why there's not really hard and fast rules. One of the points I made on my video on Chanchai's Dojo episode 1 was basically that you need to be making your reads in the present. You can inform them from the past, but you can't like blame your opponent for being different against you or being different now from what they were before. Reads don't work that way. Reads are very much in the moment because players' decisions are very much in the moment. They could be a habit. They could be a logical loop where the opponent is like, oh, I'm dealing with this, so I'm going to deal with this, then I deal with that. Oh, that's what's happening, then I deal with this. And so you have to you don't have to know exactly what their loop is, but you have to know where certain key points of the loop lead to a very consistent outcome. And that means that you just have to be very good at guessing. Subconsciously you could process it, or consciously you could process it. It's up to you. When people have a very this feeling, but they can't explain why they know the opponent's going to do something, sometimes that's just the subconscious working. And there are times when you should listen to it, but you also have to take away the noise of what it is you want to do. What you want to do colors your actions a lot, and sometimes you have to fight yourself and say, nope, that's what I want to do, that's not the actual read. Yeah, our subconscious is really, really strong. It processes things ridiculously fast. It's the reason we have crazy dreams that have some reflections of truth from our reality sometimes, right? And it's not like we intentionally had that dream. Yeah, so understanding how to manage your autopilot is a big deal. And understand that's one of many modes of play, yeah. There's a time for it, and there's a time to put it away. You know, so and the autopilot can be a good way to read too. That was awesome. Really awesome actions. I love that he did the that kick. %, Tricky. Come on, really? Oh, I thought I got that. Yeah, absolutely true. Yeah, what Tricky's saying is all true. So easier said than done on all of it, but it gets there and it does the job. All right, look at that! Yay! I won the first one. I think I won it. So let's see here. All right. Yay! Last week I only got second place on all of them. I'm happy I won this one. So, Jake Jung, happy that you got second. Nakai, congratulations on third. Let us go to our podcast. All right, welcome back. All right, welcome back to the Akai and Chanchai podcast. So, congratulations, Akai, on third place. That was awesome, and you tied with Judah. Also, congratulations on Jake on second. I'm so happy I got first. Good stuff. So, let's see here. And then, Akai, can you hear me okay? He's probably busy taking care of something. That's okay. His stream can hear me, though. Let's see. I did unmute the mic, I believe. Yeah? Yes, I did. Checking. Alright. Sounds like the volume should be there. Can you hear me, Akai? Okay, both microphone audio and gameplay are being broadcast. Let me check Akai's stream in case they're not hearing me. So, you're gonna hear echo, I apologize. Hey, Kyle. Awesome to chat. Have an awesome Sunday, and thank you very much. I hope I hope to see more of you on the VF, but no pressure when you're ready. And thanks so much for the support, man, always, for the community. So, alright, I'm just checking.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you now. Were you able to hear me earlier?
Yeah, I heard. My microphone was having issues. Apologize about that, guys. Okay.
No problem. Welcome back to the world of PlayStation, so PlayStation parties.
All right, it's 5 matches, and then we'll start the league again.
Okay, awesome. So we were talking about tournament formats. Which format would you like to talk about on this break?
So yeah, I think each one of them has advantages and disadvantages. So I guess we could start off with league, I guess, since that's what we're doing right now.
Okay, I'll talk about that while you're playing.
Okay.
So yeah, I really like this current league format. I think it's a very accessible format because it gets a lot of different games in there. You get to play a bunch of people in a really fast time. I mean, 20 to 30 minutes, and you're playing like 8, 9, 10 opponents. That's pretty awesome. So I really love this league format. I think it's really good for development. I think it's good for getting diverse experience, and I think doing multiple sets of these is really good, like Akai has been doing on Sundays. Chief Flash was also doing this for a while, and they were great. That was the Flash Cup, and it's just fun to see the results. Chief Flash would normally do like a 16-person room, and those would take a bit longer, but they were worth it, and they were very hype. Yeah, they were a lot of fun. Flash has got to deal with their real life stuff, and we're cheering for Flash. Nothing too dramatic. It's just life. But sometimes life throws that at you, Who knows? I might be on that situation at some point, but I'm trying not to. I try to make sure I balance everything in life well, But from my understanding, Flash is doing great. Anyways, back on the league format. The league format is a wonderful format for developing. Competitively, it's also a pretty good format. Like, in general, leagues are good. In the fall, I was going to do a development league because there were a lot of players that said they wanted to do something like that, but I just did not have the time to run it. That one would have been run loosely. Not too different from this, but I would have given players like 2 weeks to get their matches in, and I would have trimmed like the bottom 2 results and trimmed the top 2 results and work on an average, or keep the top results but just trim like the bottom 2 results. The way it's done in VF, I'm so glad they brought it. So, nice match, Akai. I am so glad that they brought this league format into the game. I think it's wonderful to have. It's harder to organize to get everyone in on it, but you've done it. Flash has done it. Colorado has done it too, and I think other groups. Japan definitely has done it. They've got the critical mass.
Japan has Tay Havoc.
The password is so tricky. The password to the room is always the day that it is today. So today is May 23rd, 22nd. So it's 0522. 05 as in May, 22 as in the 22nd day of the month. And that's the password Akai always uses for the league groups.
So the only thing that I think league actually works is that we have simultaneous play.
Yes.
So even if there's a lot of people, it's basically we have 8 consoles or 8 arcade machines, and that's why league works in that sense. Like if you have a limited amount, it will not work very well.
Right. Well, and also, the other weakness of league is it's meant for fast play, but not to sort like little problems that you might want to regulate in a tournament, right? In an official tournament, there are things you want to regulate or ensure that everyone's having a decent enough experience, right? And with league, you're just going to hash out the matches regardless of the situation, and that's the difference between a league and, say, round robin, right? Round robin is a tournament format that's very much the same thing as a league, but you preferably want to have a judge to respond to. But league runs very much like a round robin, very fast though, with a lot of simultaneous play. Go ahead, sorry.
That's fine. But I think that's always a challenge, right? If people want to participate, they want to get as many plays as they can.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one's the benefit of.
I definitely think it's the biggest benefit of league, and it's great. It's also when we make it relaxed like this too, and let everyone know, there is a scoreboard, but actually we're just playing in this for fun. And for developing, for getting better, I think when you keep the objectives like that, the league is awesome. You know,
Especially when lag is a consideration and everything.
hey, it's good training in the lag too. And I actually treat lag. It's not a popular thing to say. I treat lag as another stage in Virtua Fighter. So because you know,
But I
it's like
think
playing
also,
with Dead or
like,
Alive stages, Dead or Alive 1 stages.
but I also think like even for offline gatherings, league or round robin format is actually good when you have a small group of players. But once you get to a certain size of people, then you have to go with the double elimination or single elimination formats. I guess that's a league segue to that type of tournament format.
Yeah,
That's pretty much a standard now, right? For everywhere, the double elimination.
double elimination is standard. It's been standard in North America for a long time because it's efficient. It feels more fair, right? And luck is mitigated a bit, but outside of bad seeding, luck is mitigated, right? And the controversial aspect will always be seen. We'll talk about that probably on the next break on double elimination. I think we can talk quickly about single elimination before the next league starts, though. And you know, because single elimination is almost never done in America for good reason. For a lot of Americans, single elimination is too like one and done. You only get one chance. You can go 0 and 1, and sometimes not the best player is gonna. Sometimes you feel like that the best player might not have won because they lost one match, right? But the Japanese traditionally were used to the single elimination, and were okay with it, maybe because of their relation to, you know, luck is a skill in their viewpoint. And also, they were also used to random seeding, you know, where you just kind of draw your seeding from like a ball from a box, right? And so again, luck is a skill in that viewpoint. But for Americans, that's like, it's giving you a lot of reasons to be frustrated in America. It doesn't really fly here. So
I think if you have to travel for a long distance to play and you get single elimination, one and done,
it's horrible, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But
you know,
I think
Enter the Dragon was a single elimination tournament.
If you're able to, I guess, have a lot of tournaments, consistently, then single elimination is it's quick and done and fast, right?
So that is what I like, is like if you're like in a group, like in a community, and you do like, we're gonna do like 5 single elimination tournaments, just like how we do these leagues. That's actually entertaining and fun. You know, so like that, doing like a series of single eliminations in a single day is actually really fun. And for groups that like to bet on the matches, it's really fun, right? So, you know, but then double elimination is still fun for the betting as well. So.
Okay. I just got disconnected. Okay, so I'm going to remake the boom now.
I think round robin to establish seeding is great. It's a lot of time, but it's really good, and so that's awesome that the Japanese competitive players do that. So yeah, well, ranking battles, right? Yeah, Tricky is chatting on my stream, so that's why I'm responding to. Oh
can you guys
boy,
hear me?
Is everybody restarting the room? Is that what we're doing? Are we jumping out?
Can you hear me, Chanchai?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just got disconnected from the room, so I'm going to remake it right now.
Okay, no problem. We will jump back into the room. I was having too much fun listening to my own voice, so.
See, I think I got everything
Ice
set
Wizard,
correctly.
we're going into a new room created by Akai.
So, apologize for that. Something's wrong with the machine.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Tricky was saying, that the Japanese do seeding though, and they do it basically through the ranking battles and round robins, and that's really good. That's how it should be, you know. But the Japanese have definitely evolved their format. Single elimination is probably a lot less now than before. I think, like you said, I think double elimination has become very universal, and I'm happy for that, because I think double elimination
It's the first time official Sega tournaments use that now. Double elimination.
Awesome. And you know, the great thing about elimination tournaments is the drama, the story of the tournament, how it unfolds, right? You know, the idea that, you know, that these winners are rising to the top instead of watching a golf scoreboard, we're watching this process of elimination, right? And double elimination is a very fun, exciting way for the viewer to watch that unfold. You know, it's a lot more hype than round robin can be draining, but round robin for the players, round robin is awesome, and league is awesome for that too. But for the drama and for this, like, you know, last man standing aspect that is exciting to watch in the tournament, that's where the elimination tournament, single and double elimination, have their biggest strengths, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah. If I'm just looking at it from the playing perspective, for majority of people,
you want round robin, right?
round robin, so that everyone can get to play.
Yeah, and well, you can see like who matched up better with the most players.
If there's an issue of limited consoles or arcade cabinets, then single elimination, double elimination, and that's actually more exciting to watch it on from a audience perspective. Is those type of tournaments, single and the double elimination.
Right. I mean, if you could. Okay, so if the leagues, if, like, let's say VF6 comes out, and VF6 allows us to jump in and out of matches that are, like, watching different matches that are happening in the league, that would be hype for leagues then, right? Because then it's like watching golf. And you're like, oh, let's watch the current leader. Let's jump to the match with these guys that are scrapping it out, right? And you can watch different matches play and look for different things. But we don't have that technology right now. Right now, the way it's functioning off of a replay system that, like, you can't just jump in and watch this match that's going on or watch that match that's going on. It just doesn't work. And we've seen cases where everybody was watching a match after it was done. You know? Mm-hmm. And so I can't remember which case that was, but it was the most bizarre thing to watch, like 8 months ago. was when one of the leagues went off the rails and we were watching, like, matches that had already happened as if they were happening now. You know? And so that's right now the technology in the game, in all the fighting games, is we don't have the technology to just jump into and out of matches that are currently playing.
Alright. So we have one more match before I start the league. I already made the new room. There's 6 people. We got Crazy Drunk, Shajosa.
Sorry, I forgot to refresh. That's what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. I'll be in there too.
Apologize for the
But you know, league and round robin would be really, like, super hype if we had the ability to watch spectate matches on demand in the league. Like, that would make it really hype.
Yeah,
right?
true. Agree.
Then you just need, like, one streamer that's, like, jumping through them but has a good sense of which matches the audience wants to watch, right? And which drama they want to see unfold. And then being able to just switch to another match maybe sometimes. Then it's kind of like a golf broadcast or a tennis tournament broadcast.
But there's also, I guess, a benefit you could combine round robin format and single double elimination. Like,
Quincy,
for example,
which games have that ability? Which fighting games? Because that's awesome. I'm happy that other fighting games are able to do that. So would like to know which ones. Quincy Pone says that some other fighting games do allow you to, like, jump in and out of, like, the matches that are being played right now, like, to watch them. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Which games are those? You know, because I'm curious, and I think that's awesome, and I'd like to try it out.
I guess it's possible if you, like, just have the lobby and have everyone make their own room, but that's very inconvenient.
I originally thought that League was going to have that capability, so I was so excited because I was like, you could do, like, because what you can do with it is awesome. You can teach VF, you can workshop VF in really cool ways with that, you know.
All right, so we should wrap things up to get ready for the next league.
Yep.
Oh, we got 8 people. Jinx just joined.
Awesome. We've got a hype room. Look at this. We got Tricky, Big Willie, Crazy Drunk, True God Fist, myself, Jinx, Shadosha, and you. This is a really awesome room.
Okay,
we had an awesome room.
I'm going to start now.
Oh, it's It's all good. But hey, Godfist, really, really good match in that last league. You got the win on me, and that was a lot of fun. I really like your Kira. Awesome, Skullgirls. Skullgirls would be the game that does it. Fightcade, awesome. I'm glad Fightcade does that. Good game again, Big Willie. Because I know Leon's weaknesses, I know what to attack. So if you want, we can set time sometime to work on adding more aspects to your Leon. But you do have a really good Leon. I'm attacking a lot of the parts of the moves that you like to do. I'm directly countering them in very, very direct ways. Yeah. That's awesome, Quincy. Yeah. I need to watch more of those because I think it's good. I think that helps develop the player base, and it's entertaining. It's fun, you know. That said, the funny thing about VFTV is watching is that there's YouTube channels that are just devoted to just recording those all day and putting those up online, putting those matches. But because there's enough high-level play matches in the VFTV, it works. But it is funny that some people's YouTube accounts is literally just run VFTV and record it and post it online. But no, what you're saying is definitely the running through the matches and going through them and probably doing some level of analysis on them. That's awesome. Nice, I mean, crazy drunk. Alright, Tricky. Tricky's ready to kill me now. Alright, Tricky, let's do this. That was an awesome first round. Nice. Perfect. Daddy Golo. Awesome. Thanks. Nice round, Tricky. Ah, wrong option. It's amazing for analysis, yeah. I do love frame step in the replays. Virtua Fighter 4 had it, and then I don't think 5 and 5. I don't think the newer ones did, which sucks. But the built-in frame step is wonderful. I also love Guilty Gear's option, too. Guilty Gear has, like, Alright, good game, Tricky. That was a lot of fun. Awesome match. So yeah, Quincy, Guilty Gear has like the whole, I'm watching a replay and I can cut directly into like interacting with that same moment in the replay, so I can test like the punish, I can test combos, I can test breaking it. I love that. I hope future Virtua Fighter games have that in their replay. You beat me in the league. Yeah, Trick. Well, that was awesome, and that was really like, I really liked that play. We were both being very cautious and seeing options, and I'm not going to use lag as an excuse. I could, but the fact was you and I, Tricky and I, were constantly like measuring different responses and trying to read. I liked it. That was a really fun game. Yeah. The lag did suck, but the fact was you and I were trying to make decisions regardless. We're like, okay, I know it's happening, and okay, I missed that, that's okay, next decision. You know. And so yeah, I really want that training function, Quincy, so bad. It's so cool. It's like Guilty Gear made that and I'm like, I want that so bad. Didn't come out. I did too early. Nice. Good game, Jinx. Thank you very much. You do have a nice go. Nice go. I did not want to give Jinx's go any momentum though. Like when a go starts to get a read on, it's like really brutal. But I do recommend Go to a lot of people. I think Go is one of those characters where everybody should try to play. Because when you play Go, you're kind of pressured to do reads a lot more. Like at every step. And it forces you to play in a way that's based on a read. It could be a habit, but if you build it into a read, it becomes very powerful, because then you're making choices on when you want to throw, when you want to do the knee, when you have tools to very directly attack the defensive options the opponent does. And so Go can play very aggressive and can also play very defensive, very powerfully. They can set up a whiff punish. It's just that their toolkit might be a little extremely deliberate, but oh, Miyabi, it's good to see you. Thank you so much, and thank you for the videos that you made for many fighting games, but for Virtua Fighter. And I've had a lot of people in America thank me for making the compilation of your videos on BFDC, but that's a thanks to you for making that wonderful video. So thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. Is, you know, ski desu ne. Is really, really good. Even the strongest players in America learned something from your video, so thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. you go for neutral. Oh, well, compliments to you though. But thank you. I'm honored by your compliment too. So. And I'm so glad that many players really happy about your video. I gotta punish that. Thank you for visiting the chat too. I'm going to tell Hey Akai, Miyavi Engos has joined is watching on my stream, and we're chatting, and they were thankful that I posted about their videos, and I told them that many players, many VF players in the West are really grateful for their videos, the videos that we featured on VFDC. So just letting you know, yeah, they're here saying thanks to all of us.
Oh, thanks for letting me know that, Chanchai. Yeah, if you could, please express the feeling of
So True Godfist, go on VFDC, we put an article on the front, and I put a listing of their videos. You can see it there. Did you see that? Stun Palm of Doom beats Pari, right? I paried the Stun Palm of Doom, but it doesn't matter. Stun Palm doesn't care. Oh, the side turn stuff is so good. Yeah. Don't do evadable stuff against Akira. Oh, come on. Do not lag on me now. Whoops. So you're supposed to punish with PK. Anyways, oh man. Very good game. Good game. He won twice in a row. Did it? No, Ice Wizard, Akai's crashed, so he had to start a new room. Akai crashed, and so I mentioned it on stream that we're all going to a new room, and we went, and it took about 8 minutes. Hey, True Godfist, that was an awesome match. I had a lot of fun with that one. I love fighting your Akira. Keep it up, and thank you very much. That was awesome stuff. Awesome. Those last 2 rounds completely destroyed my choices. So, good stuff. Fist pump. You know. So. All right, Crazy Drunk, here we go. Yes. So search Miyavi Engos, or song backwards, right? I want to do the cheese. That's okay. I should have done that one actually. Good game, Crazy Drunk. Keep it up with the Lao, because we need more Lao players, but Jake Jung has been doing amazing. And C-Money's in there too. And yeah. Good game, Crazy. Eileen makes sense, but their cancel... Tricky can use the cancel game, which is really big deal. Full committal there. I do think Akira has a little hard time because safe mids are very strong to keep Eileen in check. But Akira has to Akira's version of safe mids are things that are a pain to buffer in that kind of pressure. So, yeah, you can do 3P, but doing dashing elbow is very awkward when it's Eileen doing her string cancels. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it takes a different thinking. But 1P, Akira's 1P actually could mess Eileen up if you target her highs. If you know when she likes to do a high attack, then Akira's 1P could be a real pain in the ass. Nice. Nice. That was a good round. Awesome first round, Shidosha. That was a blast. Damn well. That was good. That was good. He did the right things. Ah, that was so epic. We got lagged in that final round so bad, but we fought through it. We trudged through the mud, and just like, I'm gonna hit you, like I'm gonna get you, and I was able to, despite all that mud, evade twice in a row. So, good game, Shadosha. That was like, that was very stressful, but it was a lot of fun. But very stressful, but lots and lots of fun. I had a blast there. I get third. Oh, I barely got second. Oh my gosh, True Godfist. I robbed you 2 points. But that was really good games. Oh my gosh, good stuff. That was a very fun, crazy league. And Shadosha, we were just insanely neck and neck there, down to the last increment of life. So much fun. It's like, yeah, there's lag, but I had a blast. And Shadosh is probably like, yeah, you spam PPP. It's like, I did. Actually, I was trying to do a different move, but PPP is what came out, and it worked. So I was trying to spam 4P to slide under whatever high he might do. Alright, let's take a break and let's do our chat. Alright, Akai. What? Breaking? Okay. Alright, that was a really fun second league. While I did experience some lag, I can hear you now.
Awesome.
Yeah. So while I was experiencing some lag, I had a blast on all of those matches. Lots of good players, lots of good, like, Yomi moments. Anyhow, I'm going to use the restroom. Go ahead and start the next topic, and I'll let you know when I'm back from the restroom.
Okay, I'm going to try to get related information of this league, so... Yeah. Alright, so we got 8 people in the room right now. Hey, thanks for playing, Chucky. And Big Willie. And anyone else that I might forget to shout out to. This will be the last league for the day. Right now we have 8 people. So it should be a nice set of matches. Warnus is playing Kage. I got to play as Kage a little bit last week or 2 weeks ago. SAK Mac. So what I'm doing right now is just writing everyone's names down for future record keeping and stuff. Oh, also thanks Jinx for playing. So once Chanchai gets back, we'll continue talking about the different event formats. Yeah, appreciate you coming to play, Big Willie. Hope you feel better. And just for those who's participating for the first time, the preparing 4 matches left is not when the room ends, it's just saying when the next league will actually begins. So just give you guys an idea.
Okay, Akai, I am back.
Okay, welcome back, Chanchai.
Alright. Man, but yeah, that last league was very fun. Like, lots and lots of crazy decisions going on. So which format did you want to talk about, or what topic would you like to cover right now?
You see, we already talked. Did we? We already done it.
We've talked about round robin and league,
elimination.
And we did talk about single elimination. We more or less went over double elimination a little quick, though with a lot of the assumption of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to cover next, or more?
let's see. There's two things I want to talk about. First, I want to talk something team tournaments. This is something that we United States and outside of Japan is something that we haven't been able to do much.
So team tournaments are hard to coordinate because a lot of people, especially in America, don't know if they're available until like the moment, until like that time of the tournament. I'll talk while you're playing. But however, we do have a history of some team battles. Everybody does love them. So like at Sega Cup, they did do a team battle, and I think a lot of gatherings do have team battles. When I ran a regional tournament, a major kind of for the Northwest, which was the Northwest Majors tournament, we kind of had some. But also when we had this tournament called the End of Summer, we had a huge we copied the Korean format that I saw them do one time. And we had like basically a 10 versus 10, but it was done in a special way, and it was a lot of fun. Every player remembered that team battle and really enjoyed it, even though it was grueling. And that's just two big teams. Smaller team battle, usually 3v3. It is a part of the history of VF, but it is something that's kind of harder to organize as an event. Online, it's really hard. It's what Chief Flash was intending to do. The season 2 of Flash Cup was supposed to be a team battle, and it was about to start, but life happens, and that's okay. However, it was already seeing challenges because when you do team battle, when the scene is not as huge, you have to decide, do you want to do drafting? If you do drafting, the problem with drafting is that, well, do you have full commitment then? Are these teams always going to play when they're supposed to be at the event? If you're doing it in a league structure like the Flash Cup, I think right now in America, a good experiment for doing team battles is to arrange scheduled team versus team, a very specific match, not a tournament, team battle match, where like each week you've got a certain one, or like on certain days of the week, you schedule a team battle that you hype for like a week, maybe 3 team battles, That is more likely to work and be entertaining, give people something to enjoy on the stream, give teams the dynamic of being able to train for a week together, or finding a time that they can train before that match. So that's what I love about team battle and this is what Himajan was really wanting to talk about with team battles, why Himajan felt it was essential that Americans do team battles, but you do need a critical mass for team battles. But what Himajan wanted was the dynamic of the strong player pulling up the weaker players, and the weaker players having motivation and the guidance of the strong player, and everybody understanding that you're going to need 2 of those guys to perform really well to win a team battle.
I don't think the critical mass is that important, but the culture and the it's different, so it was hard to get the team working. I actually, 10 years ago when I ran the VF circuit for VFDC, we did try to do a team tournament format, and but that was also a little harder because we have Xbox, PS systems.
Yeah, so we had a split player base.
I was trying to do it also for Europe, separating Europe from North America.
I don't disagree.
I was trying to do. I would also try to cater to using the online format to work best, like basically work on everyone's schedule. But it didn't pan out very well for that either. But that could just be because I overly complicated the team format. But yes, it is something that I would like to see happen.
Yeah.
But it does take a lot more organization, not just on the organizer, but the people who's participating.
Right. So what I'm saying is the critical mass for a league is difficult because of the logistics, especially getting because you're going to have people that don't show up, so you need alternates badly, and it's really hard in a team battle. Like the amount of alternates you would need.
I think the issue here is it's not to be too negative or anything. It's just that commitment in
Yes,
North
that's
America
exactly
and Europe is not something that is as good as in Japan, but it could just be because there's already a relationship between the players.
It's that, but it's also the Okay, so here's the thing about critical mass in Japan. Japan has a critical mass. You filter the hardcore players are rising, so you're drawing from a huge pool, and the most committed are rising. the less committed you are, the less likely you are to rise to the top, but you'll rise to a degree. So you have this whole tier of people that would be able to commit to a team battle and are able to fit it in their lifestyle. That said, there are other challenges. Like in America, it's okay to be a gamer as an adult in America, but like, you know, Southeast Asia, you're probably on your career and you can't, or you're like Dennis0201 who probably can't play tournaments now because you're a family man, so you can only play online at midnight.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying
nothing wrong with it. I'm not criticizing it. I'm just saying those are the challenges, not the.
I really don't like to use the word critical mass because in that sense, then, you know, United States and Europe has more players than Japan. But it's just the core is strong though, and and there's because of that it has a
they also have density, right? New York City has density, right? So you know, and density is a localized critical mass, but you know, so.
All right, so I think there's just one more match left. Yeah, so.
But I mean, we can absolutely do it. I'm just saying we work with the scale that leads to the most success and having a lot of fun. So it could be a weekly tournament. It could be 3 scheduled matches with, you know, because 3 teams is like, or 6 teams is like, you know, 3 times 6 is 18 people. You know, that's 3 matches that are scheduled on a weekly basis. So, you know, so look at how many players you got, how many players you're going to need. Because generally, unless we can do 2-man teams, that works too, but it's very weird and it's hard to settle ties. But, yeah.
I think starting small and then going bigger is the best route right now.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah,
yeah. Because this is something I was talking to my local scene, the offline players. Most of them are not, you know, they play other fighting games and stuff, but they're interested in VF.
Yeah.
But just to nurture like the group as a whole, like they seem to be enthusiastic, possibly doing like, team tournaments. But I was going to try to see if I could get because our local venue also has very good online, so I was going to see if I could get some other local scenes to do a team versus St. Louis. So I was
that's awesome.
Check with Colorado since they on Friday they have a offline meetup. So we'll see how it works, but
yeah, well, that is absolutely what I love about the team battle and scheduling team battle matches or, you know, forms of competition, is because it's great because it is more fun, it's more engaging, and it's got a lot of positive to go with it, you know, a lot of positive reinforcement, a lot of like, you know, win as a group as opposed to one guy. You know,
the main advantage is just basically it gets everyone there's at least some cooperation and teamwork, and I think that's a very positive thing to have.
Yeah,
for building scenes.
Well, and it focus on it incentivizes development, right? It tells, like, you know, the strong player always has an incentive to get better, but also the other guys, it provides the stronger player incentive to help them, you know, and but also providing a good communication at all levels of play. And so I learn a lot from players that are developing too. So go ahead.
Because we're about to start the Sooner League, so I just wanted to give a shout to Haya, who does the Chola Cups, which is much different from everyone else's format. It's basically the old arcade style where, you know, one person stays on the machine and winner stays on. But I actually like that format in the sense that it gives people who are not playing time to talk. Something that, because of online, you usually don't. You just want to play games and you don't actually talk that much. But in that type of setting, but okay, we are doing the last league now, so.
Awesome. I'm 100% with you, and I'm loving this chat. So thanks a lot.
Maybe we could continue this a little bit more after this.
Please do. Yeah, I would love to. I would love that. So I'll chat with you after. Good luck. All right, Rod Nuts, here we go. This is going to be hard because Kage really roughs up Leon pretty good. He can outdo a lot of stuff Leon wants to do on the up close. Thanks for the tip, PK. That spike sucked, but that's okay. He would have won that anyways. I'm sorry for that lag spikes, Rodney. That got really bad in that last round. Yeah. Oh, what do you... That said, DK, your comments earlier was fun. I did enjoy reading them. I'm trying to remember what they were now, but I appreciate your activity in the chat. Some of them were the usual trolls, but not surprising coming from you. But I do think, personally, I think team battles are awesome. I've always seen them be a lot of fun. They're awesome at offline sessions. They're really awesome at offline sessions. Online, they're great, but they are tricky to coordinate because things happen. Oh, one player on the team suddenly has to go walk their dog, you know, and you're like, okay, you know, and it derails everybody or slows everyone down, you know. But also, yeah, yeah, no, there's that too. But I think one of the comments you made, I had on my mind, I forgot. But you had you had some fun comments to talk about, and but yes, North America has a lot of reasons why it's not Japan, obvious. And it's not just because of team battle, but I do think that I understand kind of what Himejan was looking for, but Himejan also has limited perspective on the American scene. You know, we discovered Himejan was in America during COVID. You know, it's a very different world. What happened a few days ago? Himejan's pretty strong, but what did they say? I mean, he's been in America, so they're probably going to say something about that. Either shot is ridiculously strong, so that's, you know, it's a matter of perspective. Okay, sorry, True Godfist, are you okay? Sorry about that, man. If there was... Oh, crap, wow. They got lagged. Okay. So they hopped out and lagged out. Alright. I'm sorry, man, but I hope we get to spar soon and have good matches, because I like... True Godfist, I like the way you play, and like to do more training. So, yeah. Well, North America has a long way to go, but if we're comparing against Japan, still love the game. Let's see. But Himajan has been a hermit in North America and cannot play against the players in Japan during Ultimate Showdown until now. So I am looking forward to seeing how much fun they're having, and they won a tournament recently. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I suck, so therefore I'm instantly better now. So, yeah. Thanks for the wise words, DK Jackie. You know? So, at least I'm halfway towards getting better. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, good to see you. I'm wondering what happened on that last one, but that was unfortunate. JPHD might be out for the rest of the event. They left the room. Might have their connection crashed, but they jumped out before that, so yeah, that was rough. Must have been rough. It actually didn't feel that bad to me, but it might have been a desynced connection then. It might have been that the connection was off. And so it's rare for me to see one-sided lag. It's really rare in this game. Like, it has to desync really bad for that to happen. Nice. Red two of those. Oh, Super Retrovania, it's good to see you. Somebody said that they were chatting with you earlier, so hope you're doing well. And it was really good to see you in the league last week. That was really good. Awesome. Yeah, man, I'm glad that you've been playing VF. I hope VF's been good to you. And we can always work on your game if you ever want to. Okay. Neutral throw is always good. Oh, you're always welcome. We all have a long way to go, but I understand. But I'll help you. I'll help you as much as I can if we're able to meet up and practice. But also feel free to ask me questions. Show me if you have recordings of your matches. I can also watch your streams and check to see if you know what I can help you with. I'll do my best. You know. So, yeah. Now, the VF journey is a forever journey, but it's a wonderful one. So, at least for me, like I love playing this game. I love working on my game, and I love being challenged all the time. So, it's a lot of good stuff. I'll try to check your recent archive soon, and I'll let you know. All right, Ice Wizard is back. He didn't know that the room was being remade. So. Wish it made contact. Very good. Very good. Good game, Ice Wizard. You put me under a lot of stress. I'm glad I got away with murder on the last round. So, dude, let's see. DK, don't listen to what DK is saying half the time. Okay, do listen when they're very serious about VF, but when they're trolling or when they're saying statements that are more counter, you know, take it with a grain of salt. BK Braun is a really, really good VF player, and they really know what they're talking about a lot when it comes to VF, and I've said that to a lot of people. Like last night, I, said it to Dark Nova, even though Nova knows that already. DK Jackie is really strong, so. Let's see. Let's see. So we got SRK Mac, and is that Maccabeus? Is that their pie? Alright, True Godfist is in here, but the problem is they disconnected, so they're now giving buys to everybody. Crazy Drunk, Shadosha. Ooh, it's me and Shadosha right now. Oh boy. iFix Machine, hell yeah, hiya. Read it. I'll try not to lose, but I don't want to lose, but I haven't fought Haya's well. I'm losing right now. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna lose this. Sorry, DJ. I didn't know that either. Alright, good game. Good game, Haya. Whew. DK is such a troll. Alright. I'm really glad that she flashes back if he is. And I really miss him. Hi, awesome match. Alright, Shadosha, come on, you can do it. You're gonna get number 1 on this one, but I'm gonna try not to let you. I see. Yeah. He's got to do what he's got to do. Man's got to do what a man's got to do. Let's see here. I do think he's tired. I think, you know, usually the connection's tough, but it's okay. So you can see our input display through the league system. This is ECD. Let's see. Alright, Akai, let's do this. This is exciting. Akai gives me a lot of hard time. Usually in the third league, Akai gives me the hardest time. Either the third or second, usually. But Akai always gives me a real hard time in one of the leagues. And last time, he'd give me a hard time. I think I barely scraped that. Thanks for the compliment, DK. Alright. I think he tapped down on the last moment that got him. So I was able to smash his toe to win the match. You know, hopefully it awards the win on True Godfist to Shadosha and other players, because that would be messed up if it denies them like a win point. I think it gives them the win point, but the fact is it creates like a bye, right? And so let's see what Shadosha's score will be after the bye. Yep, yeah, guys. Okay, good. Yeah, that would be the only fair way. Otherwise you could have your friends jump out to cheat in leagues. You know, and be like, oh hey, give me the win and then jump out. You know, it's collusion in Virtua Fighter, biggest scandal ever. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Man, we got the Battle of the Jeffries. Yeah. Well, that's also why, like, you know, the game is not popular enough to have all those cheat bots that some players try to accuse others of using, which I'm sorry, auto guard would actually kill you in this game. You know, so though a sophisticated bot can have would be great, but yeah. All right, I think I'm fighting against SRK Maccabius, so here we go. All right, here we go. I don't remember fighting their Pi. Let's do this, man. I assume this is Maccabius. Nice. Nice combo. Good round, too. Alright, here we go. Alright, thanks a lot. Need to do the full combo. Yeah. That's an interesting take, Tricky. But no worries, did it, done. Thank you for the tip, though. Thank you for the advice. Let's see. I think it's just me and Shinosha left after the spy. Okay. Alright, Akai versus Haya. Versus VF Hayato. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I am glad that I was doing it after that. So. I made the adjustment, sir. Nice, Akai. I do like that Haya does mix up the catch throw options, the 6P plus G options. I mean, most Wolf will do the neutral option, but when he fought me, he kept doing everything but. So. How much plus is Wolf on that? The hand clap. The force crouch. Because I think usually I can like break out of that by attacking or evade. I'm doing good. I'm preparing for a stressful week, but aside from that, I'm doing good. I have a lot of catering orders and a lot of family. That's going to be what it is. But I've been doing very good. VF's been treating me good even though I haven't been able to play much. So I only played once last week. Hopefully this week I'll get to play more. And yep. Hey, have a good stream, Tricky, and good review matches. That'll be great. Let's see. Then, yeah, I've actually been having a good time, but just so much on my mind on what to do for this coming week for work and for family. So thank you so much. Thanks for wishing me good luck. So it is 11 on normal hit. So you have to do this. All right, it's me and Shidosha, right? I think this is the one that settles who wins this thing. Yeah, I think this is, and Shidosha has a very good odds right now. Last time I barely won. So let's see what happens here. That's it. How come 4P did not work in like half those times? I tried the 4P under the high. I messed it up. Good game, Shidosha. Yay, I got it. Welcome back, Shidosha, too. So, that was a really fun match. Hi, Nan. Good to see you. Very good to see you, Nan. Yeah, very close fight. That was a lot of fun. Very, very fun. Miyavi goes, thank you so much again. Everybody check out their videos. If you go to virtuafire.com, on the very front page, there's an article that I wrote that has all of their videos, their video guides for Virtua Fighter, and you should absolutely watch those. They're all really good. They're subtitled in English. The main ones are. There's good combos. There's good tech. A lot of players I know have learned something from those videos. So thank you so much, Miyavi. You can also look up their name, as you can see in the stream chat, Miyavi, M-I-Y-A-V-I _NGOS, which is backwards for song. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a good day at work, Miyavi, and thank you very much for your videos. I'm still watching a lot of them too, and very happy that our community is benefiting from the knowledge that you have shared and spread to us. Thank you so much. Yeah, that delayed wake-up recovery is very good. I love Virtua Fighter. I love the games Okizeme. I used to downplay the Okizeme in this game. I used to think it wasn't as strong.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Stream, if you guys can participate. Chanchai, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, I was giving a big. I was giving a big thank you to Miyavi and Ghost again because they said they had to go to work, but and thanked everyone for their support. I'm so happy that Shadosha's back and the players we got. Can you hear me okay, Akai?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Test.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Akai, can you hear me? Let's see if I don't know if I see. Let me mute and unmute. Okay, can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now, right? Yeah, I think we're able to hear each other now. Alright, I'm going to set it to VFTV while Akai and I chat, do the post-match chat. So, Akai, can you hear me? Okay, Akai's stream can hear me, so that's good. We're gonna put it on VFTV. I do want to chat with Akai, so. Can you hear me now, Akai? Oh, he forwarded it to me. Okay. So he already rated me.
Test.
Yeah. Okay, I can hear you, Akai. Yeah. Akai, I can hear you. I heard you a moment
ago.
earlier.
It sounds like the chat is not working correctly.
Perfect.
So.
We're good now. We're good. Can you hear me?
Please, mic. Die.
Let's restart the party. Okay.
Actually, can you hear me now, Chanchai?
Yeah, I can hear you. What was up?
I think I was stupid and I just turned my volume down.
Oh, that happens. That's okay because it's well, there's incentives for it. Like for me, I'm using the PlayStation camera, so if the volume is too high on my end, it'll cause your voice to echo.
Okay.
So, because I heard it echo on your stream one time because hearing your voice from my mic and then hearing your voice on your stream caused an echo on your stream like last time. But it went out quickly when I lowered the volume on my side.
Yeah. So. Little hiccups here and there during this session, but we had a good turnout. I'm glad to see everyone come and play.
Yeah, I think the turnout was good. There was a good mix. You know, there was a couple new, but there was a lot of veterans today, or a lot of people that have been active for the past year that were on today.
Yeah, we got a few new people, so it was good. So that's how it's been. Few new people come and show up, and then a few people come and return play. So I'm happy how things go. Thanks for the follow, Max Sensei.
Absolutely, and I think both of our streams had good activity today too. My stream actually had a decent amount of activity in the chat, and I think your stream had good activity too. So it's yeah. So which topics would you like to cover? Oh man, right now I'm watching on VFTV a Massa Red match. So that's my old sparring partner from the Northwest who now is in Japan. And he worked on Metroid Dread.
So. Oh, he worked on Metroid? Ah.
Yeah, he's actually worked on a lot of the Metroid games for the past 20 years.
Oh wow, that's nice to hear. See.
Yeah, he was a producer, or no, I think he was a project manager on Dread. But yeah, yeah, he's in in Osaka, but working in Kyoto. Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so what were the topics you'd like to cover?
Well, we already gone through League, single elimination, double elimination. Went over team already. Talk about a little bit of the Haya's event. So that's I guess one thing I seen from Japanese scene is that they try to do a lot of a different variety of events.
Yes.
So I'm not sure. Like, it's something that I always want to think this would make keep things fresh.
Yeah, it's keeping things fresh. It's stuff that they do in the arcade scene as well, but they're emulating online. So obviously, like the room battles.
Because of COVID.
Right, because we're under the circumstances of COVID, we're doing a lot of. Everyone's trying to find the formats that work, right? And then you've also seen them do like events that were like same character rooms, right? It was very popular last year in Japan. So you had like rooms that were it's a little less to do it here, but like they would have like all Leon rooms, all Vanessa rooms, all Sarah rooms, and they kind of were competitive to a degree with that too. But like, and then what's like Haya's main format, by the way, right now or recently?
Well, it was just it's pretty much just winner stays on, whoever gets the most wins. It's just basically that you just have one arcade machine.
Classic arcade rules.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. So winner stays. Yeah. And was there any but no limits, no caps, right?
You mean people join the room?
Well, so like so in my offline sessions in Portland, something we've been doing for maybe like 12 years is because there might be a player like me that if I wanted to could stay on the machine an insanely long time. So we would just say that like max cap at like 5 streak. So if you win 5, you got to get off the machine. You got to go back to the end of the queue. And that said, there is a problem with that format, which is if there's 2 players that are dominant, then it's just those 2 players dominating the whole queue. And just end trading. So.
That's the format, right? It's basically the winner stays on. It's so very old school.
Right.
But the thing is for people who just coming to play online, the disadvantage is that the wait time.
Yes.
And, but it does encourage people to talk. Like when I go to arcade back in the day, it was when I'm waiting in line. You just talk to the people.
That is 100% what I love about arcade rules or any room battle, with one that has a stream, is just being able to chat during the downtime. Some people feel like they don't like it, but they end up being the most active chatters, and then in their own way they enjoyed it, even if they were complaining that they wanted to keep playing. But you can see clearly the players enjoying the chat, and those are the better streams. Those are when the streams are more fun, more memorable for people. Is when there actually is communication, So I mean, the most important thing to me is the love of the game. So the competitiveness is a driver for it, but the love of the game is the main thing for me. Not for everyone. Yeah. So,
whatever the event is, just people come and play, and just find what works best for everybody.
Sorry, DK Jackie was kind of trolling. He was making a reference. We know what he's referencing, but he says that his favorite downtime activity is talking about fuzzying at -6.
Oh, on your stream. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. That's just him trolling. We know exactly what he's talking about, especially STL or St. Louis. So. It's the social aspect has always been an important part, and it is part of the arcade scene. There's so you have all these motivations in room matches and in arcades with both social as well as competitive in the same place.
But just going back to even the offline, there's the level of play is very different. But these are people who are actually enthusiastic about playing the game. So I think we still have to be very grassroots with what we're trying to do. And I mean, I'll be really happy if we get 16 players one day in the leagues. But that'll be when we reach a point where we get too many players, That would be a good problem to have. But just even having like what size we have right now, I'm very content actually. So
I'm really happy with the player count we have now. The speed is really good, and getting in between the leagues is great. Yeah. But I would be happy at 16 as well. But 16 runs a lot slower.
It runs very fast for people playing.
Yeah.
The wait time for it.
But
one thing though is that it just takes time as I try to post everything up and get information. It does take a little speed in my trying to get the stats and everything written down and everything while winning the league. But that's the benefit of the winning simultaneous stuff. Everyone has something to do.
Well, even though we didn't have like blurring this week, check out like Tricky's stream, and if Shadosha streamed, that'd be cool. But I don't think he did. But Tricky, I believe, is going to do match reviews from their performance in this league. So, you know.
Yeah, I know last time he recorded it, but he didn't stream it. So.
Yeah, so this time it seems like they're planning to do some match reviews and whatnot. So that'll be good. Okay. It's good. It's a good boon of content. But on formats, we've talked about the team battle. We've talked about league. We've talked about single elimination, double elimination. You know, and in another context, I've been talking to Colorado players and some players where I feel like the possibility of a gathering of a traditional style gathering would be cool. And I just told them that my personal preference is you put the competitive main tournament on the first day, because because people, when people are focused on competition and tournament, there is a lot of, I'm not going to play the guy that I think I've got to fight in the finals, right? You have different incentive, and you have incentive to kind of play as a community less, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that your focus is competitive. So I believe, like, get that out of the way on the first day. And then on like the Saturday and the Sunday, it's more about community. And so you do have them draft team battles because everyone's there on the spot. You do have them, you know, on the last day, you can surprise everybody and say there's going to be a few singles or a double elimination tournament out of the blue. But at least everyone's had a chance to kind of play in a social context. Players have been able to work on different aspects of their game with different opponents. And you have like an awesome amount of activity with a lot of stations and with a lot of players. And then you can do a revenge tournament at the end of the event if you want. But I think like put the main tournament at the very start just so you can get to the social. Because if you don't do that, the traditional behavior for tournament players is I go to the event, and if I go out, I go home. You know, and that's like, it's a very expensive trip. You know, I'd like to get a lot more VF out of it. You know?
Yeah, I know. It's been a long time, but I noticed like venue fees for these larger tournaments are quite high. But,
yeah,
it could be just with time, and I haven't followed with it, but it gets pretty expensive.
Right. So a traditional gathering that I talked about was like, you know, you've been to Plague's house, and I think you were at Sega Cup, but I don't remember if you were at LA Akira Studio when we had sessions there.
I was not in the LA Akira's.
Okay. Yeah, because I think you were busy that weekend on the first Sega Cup. But
I didn't even know there was two Sega Cups. I think I've only been to one. Are you talking about Sega Cup that's at
yeah, because I'm talking about 2013. I don't know. I didn't get to go to 2014. So.
No, there's 2013 and 2014. Okay, I went to the
no problem. I know that you went to Evo though, right? So.
Okay, Evo's not considered Sega Cup, so okay. No, I don't think I went to any Sega Cups. I went to the pre-game launch in which Chibita. And I think Fudo was there too.
Yeah, so you went to it was Chibita versus Fudo at the in LA
pre-game.
The launch, the pre-launch party.
I guess I never actually attended any of the Sega Cups then.
Yeah, but the gatherings to me are the bigger deal. So like long time ago in New York, when Adam still lived in New York, he would use his father's hotel, and basically we would gather there. So we would stay at rooms there, and then basically hang out in the conference room, right?
Were you in attendance for the when Kiasao and Haru?
I wasn't there. No,
okay.
I wasn't as active during that particular period. So yeah.
Okay, because I think the first time I ever met you was at Evo.
I know we met, but I can't remember where, and it was very brief. So yeah, it could have been Evo West.
I think it was Evo, and I think we were matched up at least in the tournament because I remember your Leon offline is exactly the same how you play online. So
yeah. Well, it's how I play now online. Yeah. Back in 2014, I cannot I had to play this game very differently online because everyone was on Wi-Fi. So,
oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like backdash doesn't work properly. Like you can't like backdash and watch your opponent on like when it was all Wi-Fi. If you did that, you would you'd probably be on the receiving end. It was more of a guess, right? Similar to like Go's knee is a good metric, right? If you can hit confirm Go's knee, then the connection is really, really good. But if you're but a lot of times you have to guess that online versus offline. So I don't know if I don't remember meeting DK Jackie, but I probably didn't know it at the time,
I don't think DK has actually traveled, has he?
I don't know. No, I think they were making a troll comment on my stream, and I took it seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't remember ever meeting. I just know that the first time I played DK was when I was playing with Valkyrie, who's a really strong player, and we were playing in a room, and Valkyrie couldn't play because of the connection. Because I think Texas was dealing with a blizzard at the time.
Oh, okay.
And so, but DK, when I played DK, I was like, holy crap, DK is really strong, and like they know how to play VF, like they really know how to play VF. So, and when you know. So, But yeah.
Yeah, I got to play DK twice in Ultimate Showdown. He's offline. Yeah, he's definitely improved a lot compared to when I play him in Final Showdown.
Yeah, no, it seems like they're the newer generation player that came in the later part of Final Showdown, right?
Yes, that's true.
But it is great that we still get new generation, and right now we are dealing with it. So. Again, on the topic we talked about before about Sega making Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, I'm very grateful because we're more active now than we were 2 years ago, And but I also credit like players like Tricky and I think even Rodney that were traveling for the tournament before COVID. We're still traveling for the East Coast tournaments,
Okay.
and making those events happen, and that was where. Felicia, right? She was like running events with Harpooneer. Oh. So that's the hot dog and sake club. Okay. So you and I were probably both on a downtime during that period. So.
No, I was completely out of it for like 8 years or so. So yeah, I don't know what happened a lot in between.
Yeah, well during that time there was some traveling for tournaments on the East Coast, and so. Yeah.
Yep, it's just people keep the scene alive, right? Everybody's busy at times, so when one person can't be active no more, hopefully someone picks up and continue keep the fire going.
So I think this is going to go slightly another tangent, but DK Jackie brought up a really good point. Because this game is on one console, it kind of forced players to either choose if they're going to play it or not, but generally it kept everyone on one platform.
No,
and there's a good thing to that. The hard part with crossplay is going to be a bit like crossplay has its own problems, even though it is ideal, right? Crossplay would be ideal, but it will have its own problems, Some of those problems being like maybe PC's playing better, right? But maybe the matchmaking sucks on PC. And so,
it all kind of depends, right? Isn't like King of Fire 15 has some PC issues? compared
Exactly.
to console.
So King of Fighters is dealing with issues on all of them, right? The hard part is if you're willing to make the setting changes you need to on your setup on your PC, then it's playing really good. On PS4, it's clearly got a lag. In PS5, it's clearly got a lag, so it's different.
I see the match I played against Kung Fu Smurf last week on your channel.
What's that?
Yeah, I seen on your stream the match that I played against Kung Fu Smurf.
Yeah. No, this is a good match.
I'm mostly gonna get a demotion match when I get back to play rank. But yeah, I think that I know one thing for sure is that right now our community is divided into a lot of different resources. Like some people is on PFDC, some on Discord channels, and we even have groups that's in the PSN group chats.
Right. I love the PSN group chats has been awesome. Like thank you for setting those up. Like that has gotten a lot of players to be able to play together that were kind of lost before that.
But now that I go back to the offline scene, I do notice that one thing I would really like to work on, and I used to try to explain things, is explaining things for people who's not as familiar with VF. Like there's a lot of stuff that I forgot that when I was a beginner that I just take for granted now. So
yeah, well, it's unfortunately a lot of stuff was put kind of into streams, but I'll try to. I am starting to. I know that I believe you're doing a series. I started doing a series. Even though right now some people might worry that the start of that series was me doing just a talking topic, but I also felt that particular topic did not need to have I felt like it was more important to for the listener to process it like in their thinking in general, and that they didn't need to just watch me do it. And so that topic was very simple reads. I put that out last night, but I'm gonna change the thumbnail and put descriptions in. And that's just basically simple stuff, but it was something where I'm like, somebody could be at work or driving and listening, not watching, or doing like their laundry and listen to this, and it might help some of their play,
Are you talking about your car trip podcast that you're doing now?
So it might be where I'm at the gym, but this one is different. So that series you're talking about mainly is basically me telling stories.
The one that you posted yesterday.
The one that I posted yesterday, yeah. So that one was in the car, but that was because, in my view, that thing is something that should actually be processed, like, just kind of in general, being like, oh, maybe I should make a decision point at these spots. But what I found is there are some topics where I definitely need to illustrate it with gameplay footage, right? This topic is I found it more effective to talk to players outside the game and get them thinking about it outside the game instead of, because when they see the gameplay, they just try to copy what they see in the gameplay. And I'm like, it's more about your decision making, and that here's a good, easy decision point. So yeah.
If I was to teach people, it's basically the decision making. At least that's what my attempt is now trying to.
So I told them, like the easy decision points are like, in the beginner, it's just simply is the opponent too aggressive or too passive, right? But then that's basic. After that, though, I said the easy decision points is opening of the round is a fixed situation, and it's actually easy to even count and measure what your opponent is doing in the opening, So it's actually an easier read. And then the second easy read is not easy, but second read that you should get good at, and the one that Fudo is always talking about, is what is your opponent's evade logic? Are they doing up down or are they doing back front? And then after that, determine which is the preference. Are they doing it based on the gameplay, or are they doing it because they're comfortable tapping up? Right? Mm-hmm. And that's a very easy read, but it's just one that if you don't think about it, you don't make that read. But once you start thinking about that, you have a chance at making that read more. And then I told them, like at some point you make reads on common situations, and then later on to detailed ones. So like a common situation is your opponent doing a low jab, but to keep it simple for the beginner, if you block the low jab, just watch that, and that alone will give you a lot of like it'll give you a way to practice reading and making a decision based on what your opponent likes to do whenever you actually block their low punch. And so it's a way to simplify that. So, so I basically wanted to give people like just those little bits and said, this gives you enough homework, but I also want you to focus on understanding this as opposed to just copying what you see me doing on screen.
Alright, I think I'm gonna be ending this soon. I actually see someone else's streaming Spanish channel.
Awesome. Yeah, we should raid them.
But he got a very large group actually watching him play. So
yeah, go ahead and raid them because I'm gonna raid soon myself. Last thing I did want to say though, really quick, I really believe in I love all the different places we have for the community and different places for information. My preference is virtuafighter.com. Eventually, everybody goes to the wiki there, and I'm really happy that I put that post and that a lot of people have responded about, about the series of Virtua Fighter techniques for each character, right? And that one, I think that one has had a good traction on it, and I think we need a public library in Virtua Fighter. Discord is not a public library. It's an exclusive club, or it's a club that you have to find your way to. It was designed to be that way. Twitter has information, but it really likes to talk about the now. So it likes to talk about stuff that we're talking about now. It's a lot of stuff is hard to find that's old stuff, but it's not. I mean, it takes effort, but it takes a lot of effort to get that. So for me, I am always going to be promoting virtuafighter.com, and that I'm not a moderator there. I don't have any official role there. I just think that we need those public places especially for the new players. We need a place where we can tell everyone this is where you can get good, reliable information on how to play this game, and I'll try to help you too.
Yeah. So. If there's a lot of things that we need to update on virtuafighter.com, but time is always an issue that everyone has. So.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll always. Well, this is how I got started with the community online. So I will always support it if I can.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that we're only going to use VFTC. We use all, us as players, we use all the other resources because that's where the people are. But
use whatever you're happy with, right?
Yeah, but every community benefits and is smarter with a library than without. So, at least that's my view. Maybe it's a biased viewpoint. Maybe some people believe that libraries are worthless. So.
I'm old school. I prefer books.
Yeah. So. That said, right. Everyone, thank you very much. Akai, thank you so much. I'm going to let you go. I really appreciate it.
And my niece has a TV.
All right. Okay. Have a good day.
Thanks for everyone. Yep. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for the support. We'll watch this one match, and then I'll raid the channel. And this was a lot of fun, but I got a lot of work ahead of me today. But yeah, I had a good time today. We had good players, and yeah, it was very fun times. I'm glad Shidosha came in. Mister, good to see you. Jimmy, thank you so much for your support. Always wonderful to see you. Always wonderful to fight you. And DK, thank you very much for the support on the stream. Provided a lot of humor and counterpoints and advice too. Thank you for reminding me that against Pi I need to evade to the back. So. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Strog. It's always good to see you too, and I always love the knowledge that you bring into when you watch. So it's a pleasure. These two players are very good. So. By the way, I'll show off something to everyone. I put a new ball top on there, so there you go. You can see that. So back top, sorry. So that was the Obi white belt. Goes well with my Victrix. And so this is the standard size. Played pretty well today. Though I did miss some diagonals today. I need to figure out what's going on there. But gotta blame myself though. One of my weaknesses right now is that there are situations where I always evade, I have trouble not evading in those situations. I gotta work on it. They're very obvious ones once you know what the logic is for where I do those evades. So usually it's after the type of attack that would create spacing. If the opponent does it to me, I almost always evade. Like if Vanessa does like 9p and I block it, there's a very high probability I'm going to evade after that. So if Vanessa just switches to throw, it would work a lot against me. It would force me to change my ECD into a evade throw escape, or an evade throw escape CD, but which is what I do. But it's that one's a little weird too. Under pressure, anyways. All right, let us do a rate. Yep. Well, thank you very much. Pass the joystick, bruh. Let's see here. Man, Hafu is playing Slay the Spire. That is such an amazing game. One of my favorite games. So well designed. I do know one of the designers on it, but that's not the reason why I love the game so much. The game is just legit really good. It's a dungeon roguelike where you're doing a deck building type of game as you play. And it's just so finely tuned. It doesn't even play like a deck builder because of the way it's tuned. But each run is exciting and you can end up doing awesome combos in play. We're gonna raid iFix Machine, so we're gonna raid Haya. Everybody say hi to Haya for me. And enjoy, they are always a real fun time. And I'm so grateful that we have an awesome supporter of Virtua Fighter who just keeps sharing the love of the game. So enjoy, and thank you all very much for support. Quincy, thank you very, very much. Always love having you here. Ice Wizard, really love having you here. You guys have fun. Play with Haya if you can. And cheers. Everyone enjoy and have an awesome Sunday. Hope to play you guys soon. Hope to play you soon, Ice Wizard.
What can I say?